Hello, everybody. Welcome to Replay. We're playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Look, I don't know where I'm at a weird energy level today. I was up at like 5 a.m. this morning for no particular reason.
As you do.
Yeah, I'm Kyle Hilliard. Marcus Stewart is here. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, I'm happy to take another trip through. Well, I guess it's not another trip. I live in Florida, so this is just like this is Tuesday for me. When I look out the window, I see a bunch of like really hard polygons and people that are only vaguely defined. You know how it is.
Exactly. Yeah. So okay, here's what's happening. All right. Grand Theft Auto 6 was announced. It is going back to Vice City. We're going back to Florida.
Yes.
Presumably, like, the state, right? If we're going to go by, like, Grand Theft Auto 5 rules, you know? Like, it'll be more than Vice City. It'll be,
Seems like it'll be South Florida.
Yeah.
If that trailer, because we saw, like, a shot of what looked like the Florida Keys.
Yeah. So, and that was, like, an incentive for me somewhat to be like, yeah, Vice City, a game that I played a lot and really liked, but I've never finished. I had it on Switch. Was on vacation last week. This ended up being what I read books and like watched movies and stuff on the plane, and but this was the video game I ended up playing, despite bringing like my Steam Deck with me and all kinds. I was like in the middle of Dave the Diver, but I was like, you know what? I want to play Vice City. Like, why not? Let's. I've watched this trailer a bunch of times. Let's go back and see the old Vice City. You know.
Look at that.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Man, it's so... This is the sad thing about getting older and video games getting older. Because I remember playing this game at launch because I was so excited for it, and I loved Grand Theft Auto 3. Absolutely. And at the time in 2003, you're like, man, look at the detail. Look at this game. It's like real life. And now it looks so sparse and barren of like, again, comparing it to the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer where you just see all of these cars just densely packed, and it just feels like a living city. Here we got a person stuck on a bench.
I know, that's why I wanted to hang out with this guy.
And she's tired. She tired herself trying to get out of the bench.
It's hard, you know?
Oh, there she goes.
Oh.
So we should specify that we are playing the definitive edition of this game that was part of the Grand Theft Auto the trilogy. And you're playing the Switch version of that as you switch the radio off before the Twitch stream gets pulled down by 50 different music artists. Before it's not because I think this probably still has the best soundtrack of any GTA game. Personally,
think so yeah, I would put it. Yeah, I love all the soundtracks, but this one is just the most like. It was actually like an early 80s nostalgia thing for me. Like, to me, this was the first sort of big, successful 80s nostalgic thing.
Right.
That I remember. Like, more so than, like, throwback movies or TV shows or anything like that. Like, this was the first time that I was like, oh, yeah, I guess the 80s, like, was an era with a really specific tone and soundtrack, you know? And Grand Theft Auto really capitalized on that.
Yeah, for sure. Look at you, stand on top of the... Oh, you lost your hood at some point. I looked away and
It's fine.
You were injured. It actually looks cooler now. It kind of look like you're going to pull up to one of those car meets and just, you don't have to pop your hood. It's just ready to go right there for everyone to gawk at. So, so we're starting in the middle of the game, by the way. As you can see, we're not in the beginning of the game. Like you mentioned, you've been playing it. I'm curious to see where you are. I have not played through all of Vice City in a long time.
But you did beat it back in the day, right?
Oh yeah, I beat it twice.
Oh wow!
Actually. All right. Yeah, I was really into it, man. It's a great game.
You were in Florida, right? You were living in Florida at the time too, so it truly was kind of like this is a version of this place that I grew up, right? Or am I making things up here?
More or less. Like I grew up in West Palm Beach, which is a little bit more north, but I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, and I've been to Miami a bunch. And, outside of the time period where, I was born more late 80s, so I wasn't alive for this is going for more like early 80s, obviously
to be clear,
inspired.
This is not nostalgic for me either. I am a kid of the 90s, right? Like, San Andreas was definitely more the, I know this era than Vice City was for me.
For sure. Yeah. Well, I guess GTA 3 sort of, because that was technically just modern day, right? That was just contemporary America. But Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I actually played this game before I saw Scarface.
Oh, really?
So like I knew what they were going for because I knew things about Scarface just from cultural osmosis, but I didn't have like I didn't watch Scarface probably till maybe a year or two after this game came out. But so my closest sort of like touchstone was I had seen episodes of Miami Vice growing up, so I was like, okay, I can see the Miami Vice stuff here. And like I'd seen Ray Liotta and things like Goodfellas and whatnot, so I was like, okay, I know that voice. That's Mr. Goodfellas, as he liked to be called.
What a weird thing to like play this game now and be like, God, that's weird that they got Ray Liotta. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it would be less weird now because of how big GTA is, but back then it was still. It was big, but it was like this was the game where it felt like they were first really starting to cash in on how big they were starting to get. And the other thing that I always have to remind myself is like this game was a year after GTA 3 came out.
I know. It's like insane that they turned it around so quickly.
Yeah, like a brand new GTA, new setting, new city, characters, even the time is different, and they pumped this out because GTA 3 was 2001 and this came out just a year later. And again, when you're younger, I don't know if you were like this too, Kyle, but like I was still too young to have like a true appreciation for like how long it takes to make games. So like this coming out a year later, which is like, yeah, of course, why wouldn't it come out a year later? They wanted to make another one, so they did it.
Yeah, 3 was a big hit. Why wouldn't you capitalize on this right away? You know, it's like how I sort of felt in my sort of like early understanding of video game timelines. But like in retrospect, like same thing for like Majora's Mask and stuff, right? Like it's like you think about it now, you're like, how the hell did they do this so quickly? You know?
Yeah, now we live in an age where it takes over a decade for a new GTA to come out, and that guy was hobbling. They didn't even wait for the chopper to land. That's how upset they are at you.
Okay, I got it.
They're like, we're close enough. Just drop us. We're good.
Yeah, this sort of the thing that like I feel like holds up the least in this game is like shooting and stuff like that. Like it just like feels so messy and hard to do.
Like the definitive edition modernized the controls to be more in line with GTA 5. Is that not making any difference?
Significantly. It's still pretty tough to like.
Or maybe if it's like
guys and stuff like that.
I wonder if it would be more noticeable if you played OG Vice City and then jumped to this to see the difference more. Oh my god. Good job.
Did it. That's my health.
You're better than theirs for sure. Look at the bodies you've racked up. Where are they? And they're not stopping. They keep coming.
Oh my god, they're just dropping another helicopter on top.
They're like, just send another chopper.
Here we go.
Oh boy, look at.
I haven't even taken that. Can I drive this? Is this drivable? No. Okay.
It blew up, Kyle, in a big fireball.
I guess that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, this is what I come to GTA for, especially these older games. It's just like absolute chaos that barely makes sense.
I know, right?
Like there must be like an army of guys down there because they keep coming up those stairs and they're just taking their turn, I guess, coming up. Like, all right, well, Steve didn't come back, so Tom, you go up there.
This is funny. This is like exceptionally. Like, why are there so many dudes?
Yeah, should you go down there and meet them?
Am I missing some event? Like, was I supposed to like?
I assume kill. Well, they were coming from that boat. Is that what it is? Should you take that boat off? Yeah. I mean, in the old games, it only takes a few. It takes a few shots and then they explode. So it's pretty easy to blow up cars.
I will
also,
say,
oh, no, you say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I have been like enjoying my time revisiting Vice City on Switch. Like, there are definitely elements that do not hold up. Like specifically the sort of the way shooting works is the big one. But like overall, like it's still fun to just drive around what is a realized city.
Yeah.
It's on a smaller scale, obviously, than 5 or even 4 or San Andreas even, but it's like it's been fun. Okay, this and GTA 3 are the only GTA games where they were big, but they were still small enough to where I memorized the map.
So I could drive to any location just by memory. It wasn't until San Andreas, because that's when it expanded to like the 3 different areas, that it was just too big to do that. But like 3 in Vice City, I knew like intimately after playing for long enough. I was like, yeah, I know where that is. I'll just drive there.
That's impressive. I never quite got to that level with any of the games. I think, honestly, the one that I probably played the most is 4. 4 is like my favorite.
Yeah. 4's good. Yeah, what is your... Everyone in chat, I would love to know, what is your favorite GTA game? Let us know. And also, happy Friday, everyone. I see a lot of smiling faces, presumably smiling. I don't know, maybe you're just pouting the whole time. See, Beating Down Brian, Changelini, Spike, B2 Rocks, hello, Zangmaster.
Yeah, I guess we should make clear this is just replay. We're not super replaying Vice City.
Yes.
I had a save and 6, Vice City. The place is on my mind. Oh my gosh, I am like so.
Is this still? You didn't die, right? This is still just happening.
Yeah, this is one mission. To the point where I'm like, did something bug out?
I mean, we are playing the definitive edition, so.
I think like an attack helicopter is supposed to come soon. Let's see.
All right, maybe can you shoot it down before it even gets there? Can you? Get it, there we go. Yeah! Okay, there it goes. I was gonna. That is such a Simpsons moment of like it's already done, but then it just spontaneously explodes.
There we go. I wonder if okay, so here's the attack helicopter.
Oh, the other ones weren't attack helicopters. Gotcha. They were helicopters with people attacking you, but the helicopter itself is not.
An important distinction. Now this one does take a little bit more ammo. I don't have any rocket launchers or anything.
I forget his name, but like the dude that's there, he has a gun. Is that decorative? Is he not going to help out or? Oh wow, that was quick.
Yeah, he's been helping. Like he's
just kind of. He's got the gun by his side. That's not helping. He's just kind of spectating. Is that just for show or what's going on?
I guess I'm helping him escape. Is the idea here?
Gotta help himself.
We also, when I wanted to do like a mission or two. But like once I get into the city, we'll have to keep an eye out.
Protected and served me well.
Was that in the new trailer?
And now you must leave us.
Is that the beach from the new
open seas? I will lower my personal launch. Keep it, my friend.
Do you think there'll be any reference to anything in Vice City and GTA 6? Are we assuming that it's still set in the same timeline? Like, will we see older versions of these characters?
Gracias, amigo. Hasta luego.
Sorry, wait, hold on 1 second, Marcus. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, it should be just sleeping.
Like,
all right, $5,000. Sorry, my kid was.
It's a lot of money in the '80s.
It's a lot of money right now. I'll take $5,000.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. How many helicopters do I have to shoot down to get $5,000?
Yeah, so we could. You sent me. You put together this article where you pulled up like all the codes for Vice City, which is pretty great. So I have all the codes. I could do one more mission. It's kind of an iconic mission in my memory, where you and Lance go take over the mansion.
Oh, okay, you're right there.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Which is like when I played the game back in the day.
Because then you'll get your mansion.
Yeah, I definitely got to at least that point. I'm certain. I remember having the mansion. I remember like there being a helicopter on the roof. But
right.
I never finished it. Yeah, in terms of would there be in 6? Will they reference like the PS2 Vice City? I mean, probably some passing reference to it, right? But not.
Like you think we'll see a character show up?
Yeah. And I don't know the mortality of everyone in Vice City. I don't know who lives or dies.
Right.
I've never beaten it. I think I am gonna beat it though. Like I'm this far into it at this point. Is this going?
More mood swings than your life.
There you go. Yep, good enough.
Oh, I thought I was gonna make it.
This is still the era where you drown, right? Like you can't swim.
No, you can swim in Vice City.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot. I couldn't remember if it was this or San Andreas that they. So just
Unless I'm. Yeah. I definitely did not remember there being like sharks and animals and stuff. Like that, I completely.
Oh yeah, I forgot of that.
Right, I'm not like. Is that that wasn't like added for the definitive?
That's a lot of sharks too. For like what's ultimately like a bay within a little the city. That's like 2 is already a pretty big concentration in the same spot. Oh wait, go to your weapon wheel again. What do you got? I saw a katana.
Yeah, I got a katana, grenades. I got.
So why aren't you using the katana?
Why? Should I? I don't.
I mean, it's a katana. I mean, should you not?
I'm not in the business of just hacking away at civilians for no reason. I'm a good bad guy.
Bad guy with a heart of gold.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tommy Vercetti for sure. I mean, that Hawaiian shirt, Floridan shirt. I don't know what you call it.
What is that?
Oh, says good guy. Oh, tired. See, if it was San Andreas, you would have lost some weight there.
I gotta say, I don't love the sort of character model update they did for the definitive edition. It just doesn't look like how I remember him for some reason. I don't know why.
Too many details?
Yeah, I guess so, because his character model even looks better than most of the other characters in the game. Because they really upgraded him, but didn't really necessarily upgrade everybody else, you know?
Right. He still got the same run.
Yeah.
At least he's got that. I always thought that everyone in this game's feet, like they all look like they had fake feet because of the way they planted. I don't know if this makes sense, but they all look like they had puppet feet. Like they were wearing feet instead of having feet.
Yeah,
I still remember the first time I saw 3, Marcus, I don't know if it was the same for you, it was like truly revelatory of like,
oh yeah,
I couldn't believe that there was a video game that would let you do this, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I consider GTA 3 one of the few games that I think I could seriously say that I was truly obsessed with.
Yeah.
Where like it was all I could think about in almost probably an unhealthy way. Like I would be in school just thinking about dumb things to try. Once I got home, like, oh, what if I took this car and drove it off this ramp and did this? Would the game let me? Because that was my first, like, I guess, like, sandbox game. Like, I think the only game that came close before that I can remember was the first Driver game for PS1. I kind of had that, too, of like, whoa, you can kind of go do, like, sort of anything, or, like, at least anything in regards to what your mind perceives as anything at that point. But yeah, GTA 3 was one I was like, I can't believe this exists. Like, this is the greatest game I've ever played. I want to see. I was like pushing up against every boundary I could and stuff. Yeah, that was
it's something that like younger players just kind of won't ever understand the gravity of. Like, which is fine. I'm not saying they're like missing out on it. I'm not old man yelling at Cloud about this.
So they're wrong for being born when they were.
But like, I just remember my friend showing me this game, and I was like, "Well, is this like a level or something?" Like, I was really, truly just couldn't even fathom exactly how it worked. And he was like, "No, you can just go anywhere. You can just go anywhere you want. It's the whole city." And I was like, "What?" And he ran over some pedestrians, and an ambulance showed up, and then he stole the ambulance and drove away. And I just couldn't. I like my mind just like blew out of the back of my skull. I was like, "What?" I was like, "So there's a system in place where ambulance will show up to help pedestrians, but you're so free to do whatever you want. You can just take the ambulance." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my god, this is insane!" You know.
Did you ever used to do the thing in terms of doing messed up things on? You take a car, probably like a big car, and you just like park it in the middle of the intersection to cause like a big traffic jam, and then fire like a rocket launcher into it, and then just set up an absurd, just like domino of explosions, just to see how, like, again, just to see like, will it let me do this, and how big can this chain reaction be? Like, how many cars can I back up, and will the explosions just continue to travel down the line? And feeling like a maniac, but also it was hard not to smile at it.
Yeah, it was almost like I kind of had a similar experience with like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where it's like I can do this, like, you know what I mean, like asking the game almost like, you're okay with me doing this will work, and the game being like, yeah, do whatever you want, you know. Like, it's kind of an emotion I've only, like I said, only kind of recently had again with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. It's not one that I've experienced very often in my life. And then the fun thing about Vice City was it was just iterative on 3. You know, it was like it was fun. It was like more fun. The music was better. It was more colorful. It was a different
just
setting.
a more setting in general.
Motorcycles were like a huge deal. You know, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Interesting choice. Weapon, sniper rifle.
I think this is the actor.
He's made out of. He just ate like 3 sniper shots to the chest. Is that what just happened there?
It's real strong. What's
Okay.
gosh, I can't remember the actor's name.
That played who?
That the character that I'm fighting against right now. Isn't it why am I struggling so hard to remember his name? I'm looking him up now.
Okay. I would say I can look him up for you.
Yeah, it's the thing that I'm like, he was like Gomez Adams in the recent Wednesday show, right? Like,
Oh, was he? Okay.
But when I look up the cast of that show, it's like he doesn't show up right. What the heck is his name? Because it's a big running gag in the show Community that he used to go to Greendale, the actor.
Anyone in chat immediately now? I see. I'm looking at Vice City voice actors. I see Gary Busey. I see. Ray Liotta. Luis Guzman.
Yeah, yes. There you go, Luis Guzman. Yeah,
Luis Guzman. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the character who I just killed.
Yeah, and Primax just dropped it in chat and spiked it too. So.
My beautiful house. Look what you've done to it.
I remember this moment being pretty satisfying. So I was like, didn't like this guy very much.
Yeah.
I would have had.
They were like, "Oh, we're taking your house."
Say goodnight, Mr. Diaz.
Look at this.
Iconic.
They should have done the Boondock Saints prayer for the X. They should have had one ready to go.
Property acquired.
So why did you stop playing after this? Because this feels like this would be like this kind of kicks off the second act of the game, and it's like, how do you not do this amazing mission and getting a big house and go, I'm done with this?
Well, it wasn't. That's not quite what it was. I wasn't like, I'm
Okay.
done. I don't want to play this anymore. It's just that I remember at least getting this far. Is more what I meant. It's like I definitely had the house, and I mean the reason I didn't get much further is because people, maybe they know this, maybe they don't. These games are actually quite hard. At least I've always felt like the PS2 games were pretty difficult because like it was hard to like the shooting was bad and stuff like that, and like you die real easily. Like driving and racing and stuff was good, but once you had to like get out of the car and start like getting into gunfights and stuff, it got tough. I don't know. I mean, did you didn't feel that way? I guess I found these games to be pretty hard.
I mean, especially in the early going, when you don't have any money and you're kind of building yourself up. I think they're harder than people remember because I think if they're like me, you get so used to using the cheat codes that you almost forget what it's like to play the game properly or just like normally, I should say.
Yeah.
You know? So you have this sort of like...
Were you using cheat codes to like do the missions and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, at a certain point I was like, I can... It's right here, why not just...
Well, of course it was easier for you then. I was trying to
like,
do it
I
proper.
could just... I mean, I would play the game proper, and then I would go back and play it again with the cheat codes. But honestly, I'd probably use the cheat codes during the second half of the game too. But it's like I would go to like a grocery store or whatever, and you do the thing where you find like the cheat code books in the magazine section, and then while my mom was shopping, I would just write down as many as I could or the ones that I needed, and then it'd be like, I could just have a tank. I could just roll up in this mansion and just have a tank.
Yeah.
I mean, like why wouldn't I do that?
To be totally clear, like, if you want to play with cheat codes, like, absolutely play with cheat codes. Not trying to shame anyone for using cheat codes, but, like, I always was like, cheat codes were fun, and I would use them to goof around and, like, get my wanted level up and stuff and try the different vehicles, but, like, I never used cheat codes to play the game, if that makes sense. I wanted to do the missions as they were designed, and in that way, the game I found to be quite difficult.
It probably wasn't until GTA 4 where I started playing them without the cheat codes, and that's also when they started getting away from them anyway.
Yeah,
but
like 4 became like the first, like, I would argue, like, most manageable, you know?
Right.
Like, they was actually pretty well balanced. Where, like, 3 and Vice City, and even San Andreas to a certain degree, aren't particularly balanced. San Andreas was the first one that I beat.
Okay.
But 3 and Vice City, I've never finished.
Oh, you never finished 3 either. Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, never finished 3 either. So that's actually, I started both of those on Switch when the definitive editions came out with the intention of like, maybe I'll actually beat these finally. And then Vice City was the one that I've been sort of gravitating toward, just because it is, I mean, San Andreas is still the best one to go back to of that era. But Vice City is at least, you know, a little better than 3. Let's see if I can get this.
I mean, you're going to want to play and finish 3 in Vice City, or you're not going to understand the story of 6.
That's right.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I can do another mission.
Wait, you should take his motorcycle.
Also,
especially because you're about to blow up.
you could also jump out of cars too. That was the other big thing about Vice City. I remember,
Yeah.
like 3, you couldn't jump out of a car like that.
The explosions look better.
Yeah.
I noticed that, like the lighting and stuff on that. Nice. Oh, you stole another person's bike. I thought you were gonna steal the one that you hit. But
No,
no.
I like the dirt bikes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I can hit. I'm gonna try this with the dirt bike. Let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be cool. See, this is stuff I would dream about at school. You're like, oh, I saw this thing. Maybe I'm gonna take every car off this ramp to see which one goes farther or whatever.
Whoa!
Or do a flip. Yeah, land it.
Hey, 6 stunts.
There you go.
I got $75 for that. That's pretty good.
Who? Yeah, where? Who's giving you that money? Is there like, is there like an insane stunts committee that like has eyes all over the city, and they're like, whoa, someone did a cool thing. You better cash app that person $75.
I also like that the deposit is instantaneous. You know.
I need to get into the 6 stunts business. That's seems lucrative. Oh, nice, popping wheelies. Look at the oh.
That's just come on. That's $75, right?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to top flying over a building and doing like breaking the laws of physics almost. Oh, shortcut. Yeah, you should. You have the cheats, right? Punch in a dumb cheat.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Maybe do the one where like I don't know, make all the NPCs fight each other. Like
let's see. Okay.
Citizens Riot. That's always a fun one.
Vice City. We got weapon sets. We got.
Yeah. Let us know, chat, if you have any
full armor
cheats that you want to see.
Raise wanted level. Change outfit. Angry pedestrians. Let's see. Down, up, B. Okay. So now this is pedestrians will be angry now.
Yeah, they're gonna start. It's like Pedestrians Riot, I think it's called, right? Or like they're
Games?
just gonna. You can also do the cheat where I think you can give them weapons, because I don't know if the Riot automatically gives them weapons, so they can shoot like rocket launchers and guns at each other too.
Okay, I was about to say like.
I would say she seems chill.
Yeah, well, because I was like, no one's like rioting in the streets, and I was like, oh, I guess that's. Are they gonna fight each other? Oh.
Or are they just gonna fight you? Oh, she's mad.
Yeah, do like these people fight me too? Or she just happens to be a mad, angry person, I guess.
Yeah, was she just already upset at you for something? Did you do something to her that you don't remember?
I don't think so.
She just doesn't like your shirt?
You see that? That was like a 1080.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, let's see. Let me get away from some other pedestrians. Let's see. Are they going to leave me alone? Okay. What else we got? We got I did angry pedestrians. I guess rioting is what you actually were.
Yeah, just because you riot doesn't mean you're necessarily angry, Kyle.
Okay.
You could be in a good mood
and
start a riot.
This was rioting pedestrians.
Okay, so now they should be flipping out. There they go.
Yeah,
yep,
now.
Now they hate each other. Look at that cop. He's getting into it. And now you just got to give them weapons to complete the chaos.
Okay, I guess I could. Armed pedestrians?
Yeah. Master saying, funny how the memory of games, they look so much better than they actually do.
I know, right? So this is pedestrians are armed,
and this isn't even the original.
And angry now.
Yeah, they are. Look at everyone stealing cars and okay, what does she got? Okay. Oh, you're shooting him somewhere? I think I hear shooting behind you.
She's just got a baton. Okay.
Yeah, there they go. It's happening.
They're happening now.
The fabric of society is unraveling. This is what the Joker warned us about. Like this is basically the end of Joker, the movie.
I did get $80 for that spin. That's good.
That's good.
Oh,
what's up, Oscar?
Give me a couple bucks there. Oh, jeez.
Now, are you gonna give yourself what else can you? You gonna give yourself like a cool thing with a cheat or?
Oh, look at this! I found the dirt bike.
Oh, where you belong?
This was where I was building to all this time.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at you. You don't believe in. You don't need the course. You can just go where you want.
All right, let's see. Yeah. All right. What else we got? Riding, faster gameplay, slower, improved handling. Weird, flaming traffic, pink cars, black cars. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
See. Maximilian saying, I used to use cheats to try and sequence break missions. Oh, like the sequence break them. Oh, I just looked away and you just have a tank now.
Oh, a
but I still love the tanks because you wouldn't even have to fire the cannon because like you could just touch a car and it would explode somehow.
Yeah.
Like just tapping it is just like, no, it's just, I don't know, the tank is coated in like explosive fluid or something. Right, yeah, just like, I don't know if that's how tanks work, but okay.
There was a mission that I did earlier in the game that was like, you have to steal a tank. Do you remember this mission?
Yes.
You have to steal a tank. It's like really hard because it's like the idea is like, you know, there's like this military procession going on the street and you have to steal the tank. And I tried it a bunch of times and it kept dying and I was like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. And then I realized I had to follow the procession for a little while and they would stop and the guy driving the tank would get out and use the bathroom. And then so I had to wait until then I could run up and jump in the tank. Which I thought was like that's actually kind of cool.
Sorry,
like
that was a good one.
By being patient, I figured out a way to beat the mission.
I would say the things that have impressed me most about this collection, because again we're playing the definitive edition trilogy of GTA Vice City, but the explosions look really nice in a way that definitely like they look better than I remember them for sure.
Well, they might have, yeah.
Oh, they absolutely have. Yeah, they did not look this good. Oh, you're stuck.
Soft red, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much detail in these.
It's like an airbrushed explosion. Look at that.
As I was playing this too, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if any indie developers have ever, right? Because like, obviously, you're not going to be like, we should make a Grand Theft Auto. You know, like that's an insane thing to do that few have tried and even fewer have been successful at. And I was like, I wonder if an indie dev has ever like been like, we're gonna make a PS2 Grand Theft Auto. You know, like would there be like a market for like a nostalgic sort of PS2 quality visuals Grand Theft Auto? You know, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we're in that like PlayStation like not renaissance, but like in that retro craze where like the gamers that grew up playing like N64, PlayStation 1 are now indie developers, so we're seeing more games that look like that between like El Paso Elsewhere and even stuff like, you know, A Hat in Time.
Yeah.
So like I could see that happening one day or you know what I would actually really like to see is like someone doing a GTA game but like in a much more bite-sized scope, like something like a Short Hike but GTA. You know?
Right. Yeah.
I would love to see something like that. Of like if you could do a condensed take on this sandbox and just like pack it really dense, that seems like that could be pretty cool. Oh man, you got the army on you. There's a helicopter behind you. Can you shoot the helicopter out the sky?
I'm trying to. I can't really aim up.
Also, this is very cinematic. Look at this. This is like a movie trailer. Getting chased by a tank? Can you not kill that tank? Are you hitting it?
Is the tank truly?
Oh, did you see that blood streak on your?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is the tank truly invincible? Like?
No, you can blow them up. I just maybe you're missing, but yeah, you can absolutely take it out. You gotta win this tank war.
I mean, I don't know. What am I even building towards at this
It's
point?
chaos. Doesn't need a reason. You're just an agent of chaos. Look at that. These people are just trying to live their lives. It's just another day in Florida.
Yeah. I mean, this is what it's like, right, Mark?
Oh yeah, tanks blowing each other off down the street. Yeah, it's
By the way,
problem.
shout out to Marcus lives in Florida, and then one of our other editors here, Game Corner Wesley, also lives in Florida, and you guys did like a reaction video, I guess you could call it, to the GTA 6 trailer, where you're like, we are Florida people. Let's watch this trailer and talk about all the Florida stuff, which I think was such a cool idea. I learned all about mudding from you guys. I didn't know what that was.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not something that we have up here in Minnesota that I'm aware of anyway.
Yeah, I guess you guys get enough like rain that we do, where mud is easily. You guys get a lot of like slush from snow, so maybe you could do slushing. Yeah.
Which with a side dish of pneumonia afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think it's as safe or as fun. You're gonna have to can't get half naked the way you can with mudding.
How am I still alive? Like,
I don't know. I mean, that tank is whole. Like, can you look behind you real quick? Like, what is happening back? Oh God!
I got a police. I got a helicopter going on up there.
They don't know what to do. They're just like, why is this happening? Look at that sign, Exploder. What a appropriate sign for oh, nice. They made a sign about you.
I know this is the definitive edition, but I'm just like, man, this is like functionally holding up pretty well. You know?
Zangmaster asking a good question. What's everyone's favorite GTA clone?
Ooh, Jack 2 for me.
Oh, okay. I've never... God, I feel bad. I've only ever played the first Jack and Daxter, but never played 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2...
Maybe those...
Frankly, 2 holds up the least, if that makes sense. Like, if you were to play all 3 of those games today, I think 1 is the one that remains the most fun. 2 is like, okay, they're trying something here that they didn't quite get right. And then 3 is like, okay, they kind of figured out what they were trying to do last time. But 2 is the one that's like the most special to me. Like, 2 is like just my favorite from a nostalgia perspective, but not necessarily, play it in 2023 and have a good time perspective. If that makes sense.
Trying to think. I mean, maybe Saints Row the Third.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like Saints Row the Third.
Yeah,
that's more like straight on. We're doing crime GTA. Like, you know what I mean? Jack 2 was more like, oh, we're gonna do open world. We really like that. We're gonna do our own version of that. Where Saints Row was like, we're gonna do GTA.
But at least by the time they got to the third, they were like, we're gonna go do GTA, but we're gonna dial it up to like 27.
Yeah.
And like out ridiculous them.
Yeah,
which
they found their sort of niche within that genre of like open world crime game.
I saw Spike calling out Simpsons Hit and Run, which is a good call out.
Good one. Yeah.
You know what's a good game that no one talks about is Scarface: The World Is Yours for PS2.
Okay.
It was a really neat idea where it was a sequel to Scarface, but like on the premise that he didn't die at the end of that movie. And I guess, I don't know, spoilers for Scarface, I guess. But like they were just like, what if he survived? What would that look like? And then they just told a whole new story based on that. And it's actually, because that was the era where there were a lot of probably, I'd say, more bad GTA clones than good ones.
Yeah.
And especially like not great sort of licensed movies. But that game managed to be like good at both. Where it had the GTA, sandbox, but it also had a more fleshed out sort of like criminal empire mechanic where you were buying up property and using them as fronts. And like that was like a big thing of like generating revenue through all of your like drug fronts. And I still think that game's like it probably deserves more love when you think about like licensed games, especially from that era. It was surprisingly good.
I didn't realize it was like open world. I thought it was just like a
more linear game.
Like a linear game, yeah.
Yeah. It was just Miami, so it's Vice City, but just actual Miami. So
well, I remember one of their selling points, which is so funny that they would consider this a selling point, is that it's Al Pacino, right? I'm not correct, right?
You mean as Tony Montana?
Yeah, right? Like
yeah,
okay. He is not in the video game, but he was consulted for helping them find a sound alike. And I remember that being like a selling point, maybe in like a magazine preview I read, or like on the back of the box, where it was like, we don't have Al Pacino, but he did think that this guy sounded the most like him, and that's why we cast him. You know, and I just thought it was such a funny idea. I'm just like,
they have a picture of him, and then it's got a Nintendo style seal that says approved by Al Pacino.
I know, it's like it's got the approval of like, yeah, I'll help you find a sound alike. I'm too busy to be Scarface again, but I'll help you. I'll at least give the thumbs up for if you can find somebody who sounds like you.
Yeah, we like to introduce our sound alike, Sal Pacino.
Pal Pacino.
Ooh. Palpatine? It's Ian McDermott as Scarface. Pal Pacino.
Okay, so my choices here are get out and die, I guess, or
they can't stop you.
I guess I just want to enter some more codes. Is my thing.
I mean, you could technically do that any time if you think you could survive.
Yes, like if I stop moving.
Can you aim and shoot that chopper?
No, I can't aim upward. That's the highest I can aim.
They would have to come to you, pretty much. Oh man.
There we go. Did I hit him? Right? I think I hit the helicopter.
Vice City will never forget this. They're gonna. By the time they put you down, there's gonna be a giant plaque in the middle of the city with all the lives that you've taken.
They're gonna reference this in GTA 6. Wasted? What?
Oh, what happened?
I don't even know.
Wait, what was that? That looked weird. What did the chopper?
I don't know.
It looked like, and I think I'm wrong, but did the chopper land on top of you?
I don't know.
Okay, well they figured it out. I guess they got you.
Let's see. There's all these characters I can play as. I can play as Lance. All right. How do I get I can change the weather. I thought can I not spawn a helicopter? I guess.
Ooh, you should change the weather to rain. I remember the rain being a point of people complaining about this. Oh, you're getting shot by a civilian, by the way. She has not forgotten what you've just done to the city. She is taking matters into her own hands.
Oh, she almost got me. Let's see.
She's like, you think you could just die and respawn and just be forgiven?
That's not how things work in Vice City. Oh, that's the other thing. The other weird thing I noticed is like you could crouch, but you can't move while you're crouching. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, what is the point of this?
I mean, I guess you could do like a Run DMC photo op.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a photo? Did they add a photo mod to this game? I actually don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. What is faster gameplay? How does that help?
Do it. I wonder if that just speeds up the game, or the more fun option of like you are really fast, so you become like the Flash, because that would be cool.
I think.
Wait, did you do it?
Yeah. Does it look like
okay. Wait, is everyone else moving fast, or is it just you?
I want to see if I can. Do I drive faster or something?
Oh wait, they look like they're moving faster.
I'm a young
Can't really tell
anyway,
difference.
So what I did was dress up like a man and enter into the man world. I can tell
Oh my God,
it was
that was like
more
10 people.
than I imagined.
Yeah, 1 star.
Well, the first chapter, I was.
Do you remember? Because I guess there's a bunch of stuff that I can.
I was expected to sit around and talk about what I had done to win.
What is
Of course,
improved
I had to,
handling?
so
There's
as
all
not
these
to
things that I'm
overcome.
like, what are these?
So what's the name of your boat? Yes.
I mean, I assumed literally just the cars handle better. I mean, how do the cars feel? Because they did rework that. Did they feel like a modern controlling car in a video game? Or?
Yeah, they feel pretty good. Okay, this is.
What was that?
I improved the handling, and it definitely.
Did you?
Yeah, I can definitely make much bigger turns.
So I entered the world.
Okay, is that? Are you doing that on purpose, or is that really how sensitive the turning is now?
Well, I put in the cheat that was improved handling.
Right, I'm saying because you're about to flip over like every time you turn. It looks like.
I want to just get this ramp. This is the same one I've been hitting every time.
I don't know if an Idaho is the car you want to use for that, but yeah, nobody.
That's a 6 stunt right there.
I mean yeah, that's. I'm waiting for the money to hit your account. Look at that.
Let's see. I'm just gonna let it be. Let's see how. Oh, there we go.
I think that's the improved handling. Like if you hadn't put that code in, you would have fallen over.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Although, I also gotta appreciate that once a car is upside down, it's like, nope.
It just immediately catches fire.
I'm done.
Yeah, how do you That's a huge design flaw where like the moment a car leaves the road or flips over in any way, it just catches fire. Just like, nope, you got to get a new car. You're done.
Hey, that's the name of the game.
America bikes. You should get those. Get those. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I guess they could be Puerto Rican bikes too. I guess, you know.
Yeah, good point. Why'd you make me turn on aggressive civilians, Marcus?
Because of this. Look at that. Look at that. Lady's got a golf club. You can't handle yourself in Vice City. You shouldn't be there.
That's true.
Yeah, this is Florida. Why do you think we're so tough down here? This is every day I go outside, I have to duck golf swings from my neighbors.
This is old man with a golf club. He's like, can't get on that motorcycle.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to get to the mailbox and I'm getting jumped. Rexamillion saying you should go to the nightclub.
I don't remember what that is. Marcus has it all memorized.
You have to ask 2003 Marcus. Did they mark things on the map at all, or
Not
no?
really.
Like, there's no like nightclub icon or.
No.
Wait, zoom out. Let me see if the map how big it is.
That's
from
as
my
far as I
memory.
can zoom out. So it's
Oh, okay.
two islands basically, connected by a bunch of bridges.
God, it's so small now.
I
Just
know.
because how big the series. Like as a kid, you're like, man, this is huge. Look at all this. Now you're just like, oh, that's the tutorial area in most games.
I know. I remember I was playing because like the way the game works to a frustrating degree is like you die and then you like lose everything, you know?
Right.
And like you lose all your weapons and all your armor and stuff and I remember I was playing it and I was sort of getting the hang of things and remembering how it all worked and I was like, oh right, okay, I'm like all the way down here on the south end of the map. I got to drive all the way to the north to go get body armor, and it only took like 3 minutes. And I was like, oh. Because, like, I assumed it's like, well, if I got to go from one end of the city to the other, it's going to take forever. And it's like, it really wasn't that bad at all. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. These cities are actually pretty small by our modern standards. What's hidden package?
Oh, that's right. I forgot hidden packages. Did they get away from that by GTA 4 too? I completely forgot that was a thing in the PS2 trilogy, but...
In 4... there were like pigeons you could collect or that you had to shoot or something. I remember there was still something in 4, but in 5 I think it might have gone away.
Okay. Oh, special guest. First time in chat, the Indian former.
Excuse me.
You alright?
Me?
Boring you, Kyle?
No, I'm sorry, not at all. I just woke up super early. I'm still kind of like getting back to normal after having flown across the world.
Yeah. Shout out to the Indian former, led by former
Jill?
editor Jill Grow. Check them out.
All right, let's see what other codes we got here, because we'll probably play for like another 10 minutes or so. Flaming traffic, pink cars, black cars.
What? Wait, whoa! Flaming traffic.
Yeah,
what is that?
Let's see. ZR. Oh no, wait, hold on. ZR. Oh.
I want to see every car on fire. Because isn't there a code, and maybe it's flaming traffic? I think wasn't there a code where cars just explode spontaneously, like constantly too?
That might be
Is that what flaming traffic is? Yeah.
ZR Y X A X ZRL. What am I doing wrong?
You're getting shot.
That's what. Oh, I'm getting shot at something.
And that cop just ran over that guy.
Like, done.
There's never too many codes. I treat these games like I do Smash Brothers, of like, nope, everything on, chaos, all items turned up to like the highest frequency. Like this is the more chaotic, the better.
Where am I? I like walked up. Oh my gosh! I just.
Oh wow! Okay, wait. Before you get in there, you got to turn on flaming cars.
Yeah. Okay. So, am I okay?
And hopefully nobody follows you up there.
RLZLZR Y X A.
Oh, don't jump off the building.
Huh? It's not.
It might
for some reason.
There's a chance that, because I remember when they announced that cheat codes work, they said that they had to remove a couple for technical reasons. So there might be a chance that maybe that's one that doesn't work in this re-release.
All right, I pulled it up again. Let's see. R2 L2 R1 L1 L2 R2 R triangle circle triangle L2.
What the
That was the code being activated, if that wasn't clear. But I guess it's off again?
Yeah, I guess we didn't. We probably should have thought about that.
Never, ever do that again.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so it just blows up all the cars instantly.
I guess whatever is on screen currently, or is it just every car nearby?
I mean, all the cars appear to have blown up.
Well, that one made it. That van back there.
Yeah, I saw that. Can I even get over there?
Whoever owned that car they rubbed it in some explosion-proof ointment. They were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, they sell it at ammunition, I think.
Yeah, it's like Rain-X. You just spray it on your car.
So do you think the sort of the absurd silliness of Grand Theft Auto will be in 6? You know what I mean? Like, or do you think they'll sort of get rid of that element of the game?
Oh no, it's set in Florida, and
Yeah.
and they're, at least based on that trailer, they like 90% of that trailer was focused on like, hey, look how stupid and weird and silly Florida is.
I guess I mean more like the puns of like the restaurant names being these like really overt sexual innuendo and stuff like that. I feel like they're probably done with that.
God,
right?
I remember in the trailer there was a shot of a billboard that was like some sort of depression medication
Okay.
that had a punny name that I'm forgetting about, but it was like a dumb pun, and I think it just had the subtitle of "It cures emotions."
Okay, so maybe they will still be.
So I mean,
guess.
yeah, I don't think that's going away.
It is a point of frustration for some people. Like they find it sort of immature and annoying. I would never point to it as like that's why GTA is fun because they like everything's tongue in cheek. But like I don't hate it. You know, it's like I don't think it really detracts too much, really. But I am hopeful that 6 sort of adopts the seriousness of Red Dead Redemption 2. I would rather have it be like a sort of gritty crime drama. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want for a Rockstar GTA. I think I want it to be serious, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Is that
No,
I don't know.
I agree. Like I said this on the GI show, I think when you were gone and we were talking about the trailer, but like I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game they've ever written, like easily.
I think so.
Like I love Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's like after you've shown me that you're capable of doing that, it's like you can't not do that again. Like it's now I know that you have this in you. So like GTA has always been sillier than Red Dead, but Red Dead has its silly stuff around the edges, you know? And I feel like those games strike a good balance of like there's silly stuff out there, but like the story itself is more serious and dramatic. And I hope that GTA 6 is that, especially because the first trailer, like a lot of the gags for Florida weren't original gags. It was just them taking real life videos and like barely changing them. You know, it wasn't like they were loosely inspired by the Florida Joker or stuff. Like no, that's just the Florida Joker, but maybe his hair is a little different.
Yeah.
So, and my concern with that, as well as just like the last 10 years of American culture, it's like, how do you parody that? Because like you could argue it feels like we've been living in a GTA version of America for the last like several years.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I want that like that same cynicism when we kind of get that every day? It's like, I don't know if you guys can do that in a way that's effective. So it makes me worried about like, will the humor just fall flat? Because it's like, I don't know, you can't make anything more exaggerated and absurd than it already is in a way that's like interesting, you know? So
yeah,
I hope to be proven wrong.
The cynicism is the thing that I'm like worried about. I just want a good, like a nice, not nice, I suppose, but like a crime drama. You know, like that is on par with like this sort of the seriousness at which they took the Red Dead Redemption, both games, you know. But I'm with you that 2 is like maybe one of the best written video games ever, maybe, like certainly in that conversation, you know.
Absolutely. I still think about that game's story. Yeah, it's that's one that has stuck with me. So, oh, is that Love Fist? That sign there? I love Love Fist. But yeah, I hope it keeps the goofiness, because I mean clearly it will, but I just hope it's like good writing and not just we saw a funny Florida man TikTok and we just copied that to the letter and just put that in the game, and that was like all we had to say about it. Basically, it was like, yeah, alligator in convenience store, isn't that weird? And it's like, yeah, we that happens. That's happened.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You know, now if the alligator comes into the store with a gun in its mouth, then we might have something there. If it's some alligator that is just strapped to the 9.
I keep trying to spawn the airplane. It's not working. Dodo's the airplane.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Can you spawn a helicopter? Or is it just an airplane?
Let's see. Right, CRA. It says cheat activated.
I love seeing you throw random kicks. I forgot Tommy Vercetti is doing like high kicks and stuff. He's doing like cross kicks, and he took some classes, clearly.
I always thought the jump animation for 3 in Vice City was just ridiculous. Like he's like you're throwing your feet out in front of you. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you would fall on your ass so hard if you jump like that.
That was the other thing I remember the first time I watched a friend play 3, and I was like, wow, this is really crazy. And then they did the jump animation. I was like, wait, hold on, what the hell is this? This is stupid.
You were instantly less impressed. You're just like, never mind, this game sucks.
I mean, wouldn't you feel that way looking at this? Look at that jump. That's ridiculous. Looks like he's trying to ride an invisible motorcycle or something.
I mean, maybe he is. He's getting ready. He's always expecting a motorcycle to pull up behind him so he would land on it. Vice City, anything can happen.
Limo, Romero's hearse, Saber Turbo.
What's this? Is that a motorcycle?
Master, red leather. I'm like, these are like the names of vehicles. I'll try Saber Turbo.
Yeah. To go back to GTA 6 real quick, one thing I am curious about is like the TikTok stuff in that game.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if that's like cutscenes, or will we have the ability to use our cell phone to record in-game videos and like caption them and like post them either in that game social media or like real social media, you know? Like, I was wondering, I'm still wondering what that, like how that actually works. And oh, you got the flying cars thing? Oh,
wait, what is
nice.
that about? I must have unlocked that.
It's like low gravity, basically. But I forgot about that.
I don't even know which. I don't remember.
Fly! It's like the end of ET. You need to find like a police line that you can just soar over. Like, you got to get your stars up to 6 so the army comes back, and then you can fly over them, and they'll be like, "Whoa!"
I gotta keep remembering to turn the radio off.
Put on the chat station. Look out, losers!
These games are good, man.
I hope he can fly cars in GTA 6, mainly because that is something that happened in Florida. So,
do you think they'll be at Disney World?
Oh, there's got. I think we talked about that. God, we talked about that I think recently, but we're like, there has to be, right? There has to be. And again, if the level of satire is just taking real life things in Florida and not really changing it, there's probably going to be like a storyline, or at least like something on the radio that goes, the governor of their fake Florida is in a feud with their fake Disney.
Right, yeah.
And how dumb that is.
That they could do something fun with a thing like that, right? Like they could, but it's like, but you're right. If it's just like, hey, we also have the sort of analog of real life. That's like
we have Braun DeTantis. And he looks exactly the same.
We can give Rockstar a little more credit than that, right? I mean, they're usually like,
I don't know. Dan Houser's out of there. Who knows? Maybe he was the name guy.
maybe. Yeah, I noticed only one of the brothers is credited as the writer on this one. The other one's just an executive producer. I wonder what that was about.
Yeah, I wonder how much Dan Houser was involved before he left, like, depending on like when development started on GTA 6, like what his contribution was.
It's probably pretty significant. I mean, you know, that trailer represents, I mean, years and years and years of work. It's not like they were like started working on it like a year.
Yeah, like they waited for him to leave and said like, okay, let's get started.
Yeah, like he's. I'm sure that like he was heavily involved. Certainly the early planning and stuff.
Yeah. Do you think he saw the twerking girl in the car and was like, guys, we got to do this? have you guys seen this?
I did. It's someone put together. I think it was on Reddit. They took all the clips, you know, and found the sort of the sort of real life inspirations for it, and it was pretty funny to watch. It's like, oh no, this is like exactly okay. This is.
Yeah, again, as a Floridian, it's like, yeah, I've seen half of those before. And I was like, yeah, that's just.
You were like, you're watching a video, you're like, Jane?
I went to school with her. What's she doing on that car?
Showing up in GTA.
Okay, might have a lawsuit on her hand if Lindsay Lohan can get something off the ground.
Well, the Florida Joker or whatever, he's trying to sue him, right?
He is, yeah, which is an interesting strat for a inmate, but.
You'll never know if you don't ask. You know.
That's true.
Can I have a couple $1 million? No. All right, I tried.
Do you think he'll get the GTA 6 logo tattooed on his face to let everyone know that this is me? I'm in here. I made it, Mom.
I don't know. At some point, I must have entered a code that just makes it like go crazy. I feel like it's like turning from day to night to day to night. I entered all these
set up
like
the Passage of Time.
codes.
If you could zoom out into space, you would see the Earth is just like, it's just on overdrive right now.
Wait, you know what that code probably was? It was probably the speed. What was that? Speed up gameplay. That's faster
right.
gameplay. That's probably what that is.
Oh, this is like the Flash. It's like you don't know what you've done. You've broken time.
You see my clock there? It's like going crazy. 13, 14.
We're gonna see all the other GTA universes and on the horizon crashing into each other. We're gonna see Nico being like, I don't want to go to bowling with you, Roman. Not again.
I guess I just don't get the plane, the dodo, because every time I enter
the code,
it says cheat activated, and then I can never see the vehicle. So
do you think, are they dropping it in a weird place?
I've entered it so many times and it's never showed up.
There's gonna be a bunch of dodos on the rooftops just scattered about. It's gonna be like the end of the Prestige with all the top hats in a pile, but it's gonna be dodo planes. Which one are you doing now?
Cheat activated, and then no dodo.
Oh, look at that shark. Look, see him? Can you do something with that shark? Wait, did he just phase into the wall? He disappeared.
He swam under the wall.
Okay. He's in somebody's office now. Yeah, they don't want you. They're like, leave that shark alone. That's the city shark.
That's the city's shark.
Yeah, it's the mascot of Vice City, Sharky. I mean, wait, don't they call isn't GTA's online's currency like Shark Bucks or something?
I don't think so. I haven't played really GTA Online.
Isn't that what they call their money? Isn't it like shark money, shark buck? Am I dumb? Am I making that up?
We're certainly not dumb, but I don't know. Maybe you're making it up.
I'm just happy.
You're just happy.
Yeah.
Marcus, is there anything else we should do in Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
I mean, I would love to see you fly a dodo, but I guess that's not.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
It's not in the cards, is it? Yeah. I mean, you did fly a car, so.
Yeah, that's something.
I guess you got your flight quota in there.
Let's see. Is there Romero's Sabre?
I would say.
Is that a boat?
Yeah. Also, Charlie Mango saying they are called shark cards. Okay, I'm not.
Okay.
I know I've seen that somewhere. Okay. You know, this might take a little time, but I would say you got to do the thing. You got to congest an intersection and blow it up.
Okay. Just like get a bunch of cars.
Yeah, just get a bunch of cars. Just, you know.
I actually think maybe I should load like a save that doesn't have all these cheats activated. Maybe.
Yeah.
Although, because I'm gonna get interrupted a lot.
Yeah, well, you want to find an intersection so that there's a bunch of... Yeah.
This would be good right here.
Ooh, K-Chat. There you go. That's a good station. I love the chat stations in GTA, by the way. I usually go out of my way to listen to, like, the full loop of those. Like, I still love listening to Laszlo in GTA 3 and K-Chat in this game.
Who's officially gone. Laszlo, like, right?
Yes.
He left Rockstar, so I guess we won't have Laszlo in GTA 6.
No, but they did audition for a sound-alike, and he was involved with that. So.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Right, here we go. Look at this.
Okay, we're getting something going here.
right, the third one probably has Dodo. So I'm looking through.
Oh wait, they might. I think they're stealing each other's cars. Oh wait, no. They're just beating them up. They're throwing them up. Okay, I was like, they might be moving the car. They might, because we put a bunch of delinquents in this town.
I was trying to get a rocket launcher.
They're ruining your crime with their crime.
Just don't ruin my crime. Raise one little instant death, full armor.
Rexamillion saying, congest the intersection until the frame rate drops to 5 frame. Oh, we got an ambulance in there. That's a good barrier there.
Okay, so I got the... Oh, does this not have the rocket launcher? I assumed I would have.
But the minigun should do it pretty quick. Jesus. Oh my gosh. They just came to help people. Yeah.
Stay away from my intersection.
Did Tommy Vercetti have a catchphrase? Don't think he did.
It's me, Tommy.
There he go. I was like, what would he say right now as he's doing this? Heck yeah.
Because like, there's always like little lines that stick in your head in Rockstar trailers, you know. Like in 6, it's gonna be the protagonist being like, just unlucky, I guess, you know. I always think of Marston in Red Dead Redemption 2, where he's like, I've seen your name in our ledger.
Pretty good.
What a good game that was.
I always think just about Arthur, just every time you talk to someone in your camp and finish your conversation, he's just like, well, I guess I'll be moving on. Why? Of all the amazing lines he has in that game, that's the one that sticks with me the most.
There
just
we
him
go. I found the rocket
saying
launcher.
bye to his friends.
I only got 5.
Guess I'll be getting on my horse. Ooh. Oh, they got out. Oh, good way to end right there.
Yeah. Vice City stands up, man. It's still fun to play. I'm very excited for 6. I know we're not going to be seeing it for a long time, and that's okay. I'm in no rush, frankly. But I'm glad they're going back to Vice City. Although I will say, I would have been more than happy to see them just tackle some new city altogether. Didn't you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like
sure.
that would have been fun, but like and it's not going to feel like it's going to feel totally different. It's going to be bigger. It's probably going to be the whole state of Florida, as opposed to just Vice City. But
it's contemporary, so it is a different take of like it's modern day Florida instead of a period piece.
I do like the sort of historical facing GTAs. I mean, I guess it's Vice City and San Andreas. Ultimately, it's just those two, you know. But
right.
Yeah. Good games. I'm excited to play 6, and I've been enjoying revisiting Vice City this way. It's I know there was complaints about the definitive editions. They're totally valid. But as far as just like a you know, if you're not getting too deep into the minutia of like what works and what they changed and what's better and what's worse and all those things, like if you just want to play an approximation of Vice City where you can do missions and get into trouble, like I've been enjoying playing the definitive edition on Switch. You know, it's not without its shortcomings, but yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, did you get any money? No. What the heck? What do you gotta do? What you gotta do around this town to get paid?
So, we're not quite sure if we're gonna start our next Super Replay next week, right? We don't really know our schedule right now. So we're not. I'm not ready for us to commit to playing next week. But Marcus, do you want to should we share what we're going to play? We can at least share that, I think, right?
We can, yeah. So next Super Replay, which for those that don't know, a Super Replay is this format, except we play the entire game from start to finish over the series of like roughly 2-hour episodes each week. So the last Super Replay we did was Spider-Man, and the next Super Replay, which might kick off in the new year just because, you know, holiday stuff coming out, is going to be The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which I will be playing, and I've never played it. I'm a huge Zelda fan, and it has always been the biggest Zelda game that I have never played.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of mentioned it to me this morning, and I was kind of like, I was like, yeah, I can watch you play Majora's Mask. I'm into that. You know?
And we're gonna be playing the original N64 version, like through Nintendo Switch Online, not the 3DS remake or whatever it was. So the OG version. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I've never played it, and it's also only the third Zelda game that has gotten a Super Replay, and the first one in a long time. Like the last two Zelda Super Replays were the original Zelda and Link to the Past, which were like a decade ago at least at this point.
Yeah, no, so a different era of Game Informer for sure. You know,
exactly. So yeah, Majora's Mask, either everyone's favorite Zelda or least favorite. I've always been interested in like the sort of like polarization of that game. Like you either really love it or you sort of look at it and go like, I don't know. Ocarina was better.
Yeah, I like it more every time I revisit it, if that makes sense.
Right.
When it came out, like when I had my sort of Zelda ranking, you know, of my personal just list of favorite Zelda games, when I replayed it on 3DS when that came out a couple years ago, it shot way up my ranking. I was like, oh, this is so much. I'm enjoying this so much more than I remember. So I'm hopeful that you have a good time with it, and it'll be nice. I'm not an expert on Majora's Mask by any means. Like we'll still be working on puzzles together and everything, but I think it'll be nice to at least have me sort of at least help direct you towards like, you know, these. We can, you know, the way the loop works is kind of strange, and it'll take a little while to get that.
Yeah, I'm like, is that moon supposed to be that close? Am I doing something wrong? Or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty close. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if we'll start next week, but if we'll keep you posted. If not, we'll probably do another regular episode of Replay or just stream something else next Friday. We'll, you know, if you're in our Discord channel, which, by the way, we have a Discord channel, and you get access to that Discord channel by subscribing to this Twitch channel right here. Just one-time sub, and you can get into our Discord with a lot of the editors and a lot of the community members, a lot of which are in the stream right now, hang out. Great group of people, and oh, you're drowning. And we have a replay channel where we typically post updates about upcoming replays and take any feedback and suggestions for games that we can do replay episodes on. So, you know, it's a great way to keep up with us, as Holly, one of our amazing mods, gives out a couple of gift subs to some peeps. So thank you so much for that, Holly. And yeah, we'll be back. If you want to watch this episode and all of our archived Super Replays, some people don't realize that we actually have continued doing Super Replays for the last couple of years, but they're not on our main YouTube channel. They are on our second YouTube channel, which is called Game Informer Shows, which I'm going to drop a link to that right here in the chat. And here it comes. So yeah, that channel has all of our longer form content, like our Twitch streams, the Game Informer Show podcast, all things Nintendo podcasts, and just anything that's basically longer than an hour. So we've got all of our most recent, playlists for all of our most recent Super Replays, like Spider-Man, Dino Crisis, Silent Hill, Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts. Like all of those replays are right in there. So give that a subscription and check that out. And this episode will be up there tomorrow morning. If you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube right now, thanks for watching. And yeah, anything else you want to add, Kyle?
No, man, you covered it all. You're a plug machine.
Thank you. They call me the Elec Man because I'm good at plugging. Elec Man, Mega Man. Anyone?
Oh,
is this thing on?
Okay.
Yeah. Great theme song for his level. So, yeah. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.